Full time at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal 2, Everton 0, zilch. A clean sheet at last for Unai Emery, a first clean sheet of the season, and one that was richly deserved for Petr Cech's performance. He was outstanding in the Arsenal goal, certainly our best player on the day. And in the first half, he really kept us in it. He made a number of saves. The first one came inside 90 seconds. Everton had an interesting attacking lineup. Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, Walcott, all players with pace, all players who look to hurt us in the areas where we are vulnerable, in behind the fullback. But Cech stood up to the challenge. He needed to be very good today. And I guess, for all the talk about what he does with his feet, he was excellent with his hands today. And to be honest, pretty good with his feet too, although he seemed to go longer than he has done in past games. Maybe they were just worried about the likes of Walcott and Richarlison, their ability to put our defenders under pressure quickly and early. In order to evade their press, we went longer. We were pretty poor in the first half. It was not a good performance. But that's been the case for much of the season. We are slow starters under Unai Emery. And in the second half, we were markedly better. No half-time change this time. There was a change shortly before half-time with Holding coming on for the injured Socrates. But Torreira was already on the pitch. No point bringing him on at the break. We stuck with what we had, but we were better. It's difficult, though, because goals change games. And what a goal it was that changed the game from Lacazette. An amazing finish. I said on Twitter, I think he's the best pure finisher we've had since Robin Van Persie, and I stand by that in terms of the technique, the way he strikes the ball, the way he sets himself, the way he gets out of his feet, his composure. He's just excellent. I think we've talked a lot about his all-round game this season because he's added to that, but his outstanding quality is his finishing. He's just such a brilliant striker of the ball. We saw it at Cardiff and we saw it again today. And from that point on, we were much, much, much better. Aubameyang got the second goal. Yes, it was offside. But I keep wondering, who was the player that was going to be withdrawn? Basically, at 0-0, we were struggling. There was no fluency in the front four. Alex Iwobi was stripped off, ready to come on. And it was going to have to be one of that big four of players. Lacazette, Ramsey, Ozil, Aubameyang was going to have to make way. Who was it going to be? I wonder who Unai Emery's fall guy was due to be. Maybe Ramsey, maybe Ozil. Hard to think it'd be either of the strikers given their goal scoring form. We'll never know because Lacazette stuck it in the top corner. Iwobi didn't come on at that point, and we may never know. It was eventually Aubameyang, I think, that he did replace about 10 minutes, 15 minutes later in the game. I think he likes Iwobi, Emery, and it would be interesting to know who he considers the most vulnerable or the least necessary of that front four, because it isn't working. Right now it's not working. You've effectively got three players playing out of position. It's not a great recipe for success. But a clean sheet, 5 consecutive wins in all competition, 4 consecutive league wins. The team is not right, the performances are not right, but the results are definitely improving. And that's what matters most. It's still so early and things could shift about dramatically. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm about to record the Arsecast. Thanks for watching as always. Subscribe for more of these. Bye bye.